Welcome everybody, Captain Matt here, Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon, and we're here talking boater education requirements by state. So what we've got is I've just pulled all of the most up-to-date information that I could find on every state. We're going to go through it just at a very high level, pause the video on your state, fast forward to your state so you can find the information. Grab the toolkit if you're looking at buying a boat. Alabama, anyone 12 years old or older who operates a vessel on state waterways. Alaska, no requirement. Arizona is volunteer-based. Arkansas, anyone born after 1986, on or after. California, 40 years or younger, have to have a boater's card. And I believe in California you get that with the boater safety course. Colorado, any vessel for 16 years or older, you have to take the they can operate it. 14 and 15 have to take a state-approved boater safety course. Make sure it's state-approved. That's key to getting that done. Connecticut, if you're a property owner or you want a boat more than 60 days a year. I'm not sure how they enforce that one, but that is how that one's done. Delaware, 1978, so 40 or so. District of Columbia, required to have a boating safety certificate on any vessel. Florida, born after 1988, you got to complete the boater's education course that's approved by NASBLA to operate anything over 10 horsepower, including a PWC, so jet skis, personal watercraft, sea-doos, that kind of thing. Georgia, 12 to 15, to operate on their own, they have to take a boater safety course. So if you're 16 or over, you're good, but 12 to 16 have to have that. Hawaii, anybody operating a personal watercraft, a jet ski. Idaho, renting a personal watercraft, operators convicted of operating under the influence and repeat offenders of various boating laws have to take it. That's an interesting one. Illinois, 12 years to 18 years or older, if they're going to operate the boat by themselves, a motorboat, has to take a boater safety course. Indiana, all vessel operators have to have their ID with them, and 15 years of older have to have taken and passed the boater education course and have their Indiana ID card with them. Iowa, 12 to 17 years old, that operate anything over 10 horsepower or a personal watercraft, so a jet ski, wave runner, that type of thing. Kansas, anyone born after 1989, and under 21 years of age, regardless of date of birth. So that's one where they're phasing it in. When they've got the date of birth, they're eventually going to everybody having to take it and get that boater safety card. Kentucky, mandatory, children 12 to 17 years old. If you are looking to buy a boat, you want to check out US Boat Expo. We put together over 20 industry and boating experts to help you avoid the frustration, overwhelm, and confusion of buying your first boat. So you definitely want to check that out. Louisiana, under 16. Maine, 16 and 17-year-olds operating a personal watercraft. Maryland, anyone born after 1972, so mid-40s on that, have a valid boater safety education certificate. Massachusetts, at least 12 to 16, operating a motorboat without an adult supervision, or personal watercraft, 16 and 17 years of age, have to have that boater safety certificate, and nobody under the age of 16 years of age can operate a personal watercraft by themselves. So regardless of that certificate, you can't operate a jet ski or a wave runner by yourself. Michigan has got, with the Great Lakes, this one's kind of convoluted, but so less than 12 years of age can operate a boat no more than 6 horsepower without any restrictions. 6 horsepower to 35, they have to be directly supervised by somebody on the boat that's 16 or over. And then if you're over 35 horsepower, 12 to 15, they have to have their boater safety certificate from the Department of Natural Resources and have it on board the boat, or be accompanied by somebody that is over the age of 16. So depends on the horsepower there, so you can operate some smaller boats kind of that mid-range, you have to be a certain age. And then over, if you're 12 to 15 on any boat, you have to have that certificate. 12 to 17 in Minnesota, anything over 25 horsepower. Mississippi, anybody born after June 30th, 1980 has to have their card. In Missouri, anybody born after 1984 has to have theirs. Montana, 13 and 14 years of age have to complete a boater education course or be accompanied by an adult to operate a motorboat or a personal watercraft greater than 10 horsepower. Nebraska, all boats operators 14 to 18 years of age have to have it. Nevada, anybody born after 1983 and running a vessel with a 15 horse or larger on Nevada's interstate waterways. New Hampshire, anyone 16 years of age or older running a boat with 25 horsepower or more need to have the boater safety. New Jersey, all power vessel operators, regardless of date of birth. So everybody in New Jersey. In New Mexico, anybody born after 1989. New York, depends if it's a motorboat or a jet ski. Anybody on a boat has to have, if they were born after May 1st, 1996, a proof course, and less than 10 years of age cannot take that course. So you've got to be at least 10 or over to take that course and to fall into that category. A personal watercraft, at least 14, and you have to take an 8-hour course from the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary or U.S. Power Squadron to get that safety certificate by the state parks. A person without a certificate has to be accompanied by somebody 18 years of age or older that has done the boating safety course and gotten that certificate. In North Carolina, between 14 and 16, they have to take it to operate a boat on their own. If they have an adult on board, they're okay. North Dakota, 12 to 15 years old, can operate it, cannot operate a boat that's propelled by 10 horsepower or more. Ohio, anybody born after 82 running a boat with 10 horsepower or more. Oklahoma, 12 to 16 have to take the course. Oregon, 12 year and older operating a motorboat over 10 horsepower have to take the course. Pennsylvania, operators born after 82 running a 25 horsepower or more are a personal watercraft. Rhode Island, after 86, running a 10-horse engine or bigger. South Carolina, anybody younger than 16 that operates a boat powered by 15 horse or greater. And there's another restriction on, no, that's it. I operate on some North and South Carolina lakes that are the state line. So it depends on what section of the lake, but I forgot that. South Dakota, no requirements there. Tennessee, anybody born January 1st, 1989, have to pass a proctored exam. My sister-in-law is right on the cusp. She has to take it. Her brother, who's a year older, doesn't, although I told him he needs to take it because they're first-time boaters. Texas, operators between 13 and 17. Utah, personal watercraft operators between 12 to 17. Vermont, anybody born after 74. Virginia, in 2009, they started this. They're phasing it in by age based on the date of birth. Washington, anything over 15 horsepower, you've got to be 12 years old or older. And then they're 12 to 20 years old. So that's anybody in 2014. If you're under 20, you've got to take it, is the way I understand that one. West Virginia, if you were born after 86, Wisconsin after 89, and you have to be at least 16 years, and in Wyoming, no requirement. So hopefully that's valuable. I'll continue to update these. They're changing all the time. As I said in a previous video, they're always more states are going towards this, and more states are going to the phased-in approach where they set a birth date, and if you were born on or after that, you've got to take the boater safety course and get and pass the test if they have one, so that eventually everybody's is boating is gonna have to have a course, and that's just the way it's going, which I think is a good thing. I think if you haven't taken a course, you should. I took one after being a boater for 20 some years, probably 30 years, and I learned a few things. It was valuable, and it's good information for first time boaters for sure. Let me know your comments with your experience taking the boater safety course. Here's some videos. If you like the video and you're interested in other boating videos, not voting videos, subscribe and check out the other videos on the channel. We've got almost 200 now, so we'll talk to you soon. Remember, life truly is better on a boat.